Hello everybody, Corey here. We're going to go over the YBIT trades and holdings for June 10th. Just a reminder, I'm not a qualified licensed investment or financial advisor. I'm just here to gather data and present it to you so you can be more informed. YieldMax ETFs are extremely risky. Please make sure you've read through these risks on their website and you've done your due diligence and research with these before investing in these, please. And then, before I even get started, I think I have decided that I am going to, I don't know if it's while I was gardening last night or what, but I think I'm going to add YBIT to the regular single stock ETFs video, even though, I know this isn't a single stock fund, but currently it is only holding one, I don't know if any of the other ones out there have opened up for options yet. I would assume if they had, they would have already been trading them, but I haven't checked and I don't know how long it's going to be. I think we've been doing this, I don't know why I would think 6 weeks, but for some reason that's actually, I think it was 31 days. So that's about right. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to just add this to the single stock ETFs. Of course, as soon as I do, they'll probably now start trading other tickers. But then that will be one less video I have to worry about. I can just tack it on. And then if y'all want, I can still do the comparison thing. If y'all want, maybe I do it at the end of the week. I can just, look at it on Friday. I don't know. Let me know if that'd be okay. If we could just look at it at the end of the week. And I could just still, I don't know, I can do it at the end of that video also, or I can just do a separate video at the end of the week. I don't know which would be better. It'd probably be better to do it separate. I just don't know if I want to do a separate video. I'm just trying to reduce a little bit. I know I reduced before with Ulti, and it was broken out into the daily roundup and then the daily trades, and I've added those together. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But I did go through today and make sure I reorganized it. It was already on there. I just didn't actually have it, set up to actually view. It was basically there as a backup. If for some reason, if I didn't have the data here, maybe I saved it over there. Just because that was the initial workbook. That's the way I made it. So, but tonight, I decided to go ahead and do this video separate because it's how I've been doing it. Otherwise, you would not know to look in the single stock ETF video. And it will be at the very bottom. So I'll go through all the regular single stock ones, the longs, and then I'll do the shorts, which at this point is just crash still. And then I'll have YBIT. So it will be the last thing. So if that's all you want to watch, then you can just fast forward all the way to the end of that video. Sorry if this is an inconvenience for y'all and that you'd have to, fast forward to the end of that video. So I don't know. Hopefully you can forgive me, but I'm just trying to lessen my workload. Again, of course, once it starts doing multiple tickers and stuff, just like Ulti, I'll have to pull it back out because that workbook is not made. It's not set up, which is why I started this in this workbook, in my Ulti workbook template, was because I knew it was going to be multiple ETFs or multiple stocks, tickers, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, so we're going to jump on in here. You can see here, okay, so it looks like we have 1,000 shares, additional shares here. So we have the synthetic, adding to the synthetic, and then creating a new short call that will expire this Friday, the $27 strike price. Do we not already have one of those? No, we did not. So it is new. I just thought maybe I didn't change the formula. But anyway, you can see all the dollar amounts here and everything, but it's 1,000 shares. We actually have them over here as well on the left-hand side. But I'm going to scroll over, and I did not put these in order again. I'm getting lazy, aren't I? Hey, at least my numbers at the top have filled in, because earlier it was just giving me an error, and I was like, okay, the data wasn't wanting to load. But anyway, so it looks like YBIT went up 17 cents today. We went from 1892 to 1909. But the NAV, though, shows it being at 1896. And dang it, I forgot to do this. It's funny because when I put it in the single stock one, I don't have to hand type it. What happened? The formula just works right. I don't know why it's having problems in this workbook, because it's supposed to be the same formula. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to clear this, because it's up here anyway. It might not be exactly the same, because it may have a little bit of difference there, but it's about the same. So we can see the synthetic there. We're at $36, and it looks like we didn't really change much today. Maybe a few cents there. We're at $26.23 for BITO. We have our short calls for this week. You know, we have our new one we just got for the $27 or the $27.50 and the $28.50 here. So the majority of the contracts are sitting at that $27.50 spot. I don't think we're going to have any issues. Or at least we haven't been having any issues, but right now we are underneath these strike prices 3 to 8%, 3, 5, and 8. Of course, that first one, that $27 strike that we just did today, we're only underneath that by 77 cents. So we're not underneath that too much there. I did update the top numbers. I started going over them, and then I stopped, didn't I? So our outstanding shares have increased 125,000, and I updated the net trades for the short calls and the premium there. So now it's only pulling this month's data, but we've received 20 cents so far in premium. And so going back to here, I did update this, and you know, to point out, and since I didn't have this sheet, we did talk about it. One thing I did not talk about on this sheet, though, when we reviewed it before, was the number of days. So this was like a month and a half right here, this payment. So keep that in mind, even though I know we just got 20 cents for the week, and we only have 19 days this month. So, well, I say that. I'm going to be honest with you. I guessed on that date, but I'm pretty sure it was the 3rd and the 5th. Let me look real quick, because I know I have the schedule over here. Yeah, the 3rd and the 5th. Okay, so that's what I thought. No. So it is only 19 days, because we have that holiday in there. So we only have 1, 2, so we have 3 Fridays left. So we'll see. And I say Friday since that's usually where the majority of the trades are done. Of course, if you have large buy-ins like this, then you'll have additional ones in the middle of the week. But I just wanted to point that out when I was updating this spreadsheet today, to let you know that we have less trading days. Last time was, time and a half. And then there's the dates too, if you needed those. And then we can look at the prices. So like I said, let me know if it'd be okay to look at this weekly. I don't know that y'all care to look at this every single day. My goodness. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I could add this to the end of the daily roundup for the other ones, but I don't know because I know we go over stock price changes and stuff on that. But of course, it's usually just the YieldMax ones. But I could add this to the end of that video. But y'all let me know what you think. And if y'all don't you know, if y'all don't tell me what y'all think or what y'all want, then I'll just do whatever. I know some people will speak up and some won't. So anyway, so we have this updated with today's data. Looks like Ether's still going down over there, the red. Of course, it's still doing best when I look at the top. So anyway, let me look at one thing. So let's look at today. Today, YBTC did better. Bitcoin barely went up, but let's see. If we look at our futures contracts here in the middle, it looks like our better ones were BITS and BITO. And then if we look at between BITX and BITU, BITU, I don't think I've ever tried to say that, but I should. BITU. 2 times the BITU seems to do better most of the time, and overall percentage-wise it is. So because I forget about this, on line 6, this is the percentage overall since YBIT's inception. So, yeah, we have the daily, in case, didn't know, we do have that roll up. It just sort of blends in, so it's hard to, you forget about it, or I forget about it. But yeah, YBIT's not doing as good as YBTC, if we're looking at the covered calls there, overall since then. And then as far as, the futures contracts in the middle, all the ones that have Ether have done better than the ones that don't. But if we're looking at the ones that don't have Ether in them, then MAXI is doing the best. And then, of course, over on the side, BITX and BITU is doing better overall. And all while BTC is up 4.5%. You can see that there on the right. All right, and then this is just the, if you wanted to see rankings. They rank within their own individual sections, similar to the other side. Within the top, it's ranked overall for all of them on where they're ranked at. So again, you see the Ether ones are 1 through 4. Again, overall since YBIT inception. And then number 5 is YBTC, MAXI's number 6, and the last one is YBIT. So just keep that in mind as you're possibly looking to invest in YBIT or even cover call in general. But YBTC is doing a little better than some of these, but not as good as MAXI. Actually, this one's now doing better than MAXI. So now I'm curious. Let me go back over here. Yep, by 0.1% or somewhere around in there, right? Because these are rounded numbers. But, okay. Let me know what y'all think, and thanks for hanging out with me, y'all, and I will talk with y'all later. Bye.